The biggest rise in history is that Beyonce is a global star. So these are other female singers, you know, who make three totally different types of music. Taylor Swift, Lady Gaga, and of course Rihanna as well. But so first one is the Taylor Swift one, and of course we all know how insane the Eras tour was. It was one of the highest grossing tours, probably the highest grossing tour in all of history, unadjusted for inflation, obviously. Because of course, if you some tours in the 80s and 90s would probably beat Eras tour in terms of gross. And of course, if you adjusting for inflation, it's kind of like comparing oh, but Avengers Endgame. Oh, wait, there were movies from like the 80s and 70s that made more money adjusted for inflation than Avengers Endgame as well. It's still one of the highest grossing movies of all time, but of course you have to adjust things for inflation. Then of course you had the Lady Gaga event in Brazil, which drove millions of people to see her concert, and all of her songs went up in popularity on Spotify as well. And of course you had the Rihanna, halftime, so all of her songs had a huge increase in popularity as well. A lot of her most popular songs went up in popularity, and Beyonce's World Carter World Tour, absolutely nothing entered the top 200 songs on Spotify. Absolutely embarrassing for Beyonce, a so-called global artist. Okay, an artist that can't even sell her own ticket tours, that she had to pay people to fill up her tours. Yes, he really had to pay. Yes, he really had her and Jay-Z fill up people for Hollywood of actors and stuff to basically fill up the rest of the tour, so they see how tours can look like they're selling out, but they're not as well, because literally tickets for the Beyonce tour were going as low as $20 for certain seats. Like, no one was buying her tickets. Okay, no one was buying them, so they kept reducing the price every single time, and people were not buying her tour. People did not care. Okay, as well. But everyone else, their tours, and they seem to be doing well. It's just not Beyonce. But of course, we were told that Beyonce is the greatest music artist in all of history, and she's the most influential and the most important music artist in history. Yet she fails to resonate with younger people as well, and she fails to resonate with just people in general. No people. I think there is a genuine Beyonce fatigue going on with society. There's no Lady Gaga fatigue. There might be a Taylor Swift fatigue because of her for a while, but no, I don't think that any genuine Taylor Swift fan has a fatigue of Taylor Swift. Of course, usually when an artist is touring, those streams go up massively. But it seems that Beyonce that isn't the case. Even with the halftime music show, Rihanna's, music went up massively. Same thing when Kendrick Lamar was also in the halftime show. His music drastically rose in popularity, and his song Roofer is still the number one song on the Billboard 100 as well. Again, people will say, but you're just attacking Beyonce because she's black. Okay, Rihanna and Kendrick Lamar are also black, and their songs had a massive increase in popularity when they were on the halftime music show. Okay, Kendrick Lamar even said, had the number one song since like February. Okay, it's mostly because people are sick of Beyonce. People are sick of one artist. Okay, no one. Kendrick Lamar's fans are not sick of him. Rihanna's fans are not sick of her. It's just only people are sick of Beyonce because he tried to make a music genre that really is not hers. Beyonce has always been a pop and R&B artist, not a country artist, okay? And that really shows. People really don't want to listen to Beyonce to hear country music, okay? As well. It'll be like if Taylor Swift started making metal music all of a sudden, when she never made metal music once, ever, okay? As well. It would make no sense, okay? As well. I know like Taylor Swift, he can make country music because he made country music before. She started out as a country artist, okay? But he can't really, it's very hard for an artist to switch genres because you are alienating your old fans and trying to create a new fan base that you'll likely not be able to make. The only artist that was very successful to do this, I think, was Post Malone. We went from rap to pop to country. But I think that's the only example of Post Malone. Also, Post Malone music is kind of generic anyways. So Post Malone music kind of appeals towards a wide group of people anyways, as well. But Rihanna, her music is still popular to this day as well. And she had a huge boom in popularity when she performed at the halftime music show. And also, Lady Gaga and Taylor Swift had massive increases in popularity. And thus, just recently, Kendrick Lamar, around the halftime show, also he did release a new album around that time too. But around the halftime music show, had a massive increase in a lot of his older songs on Spotify because of his halftime music show, which was a kind of divisive music show, but it still works because guess what? People still streamed his music after the music show, so it still worked 100% as well. But yep, that's about this video here, and about Beyonce's fake fame as well. Oh yeah, and she's planning to do the same thing that Lady Gaga did this year, do a massive, free concert at Brazil. I don't think anyone's gonna show up. Okay, wouldn't even pay $20 to go see a Cowboy Carter tour. You really think people are gonna pay for free? Okay, yeah. Beyonce and the Beyhive are very, very delusional. Probably the most delusional fan base in all music, in my opinion. Goodbye.